If you're sitting on hours of incredible long-form content, I'm about to show you a way to instantly squeeze more life out of every single minute. We're going to transform those lengthy episodes into highly engaging, snackable shorts that actually drive traffic back to your main videos. Now, YouTube does have a built-in remix feature for basic clipping, and it works fine in a pinch. However, I want to walk you through a workflow that is so much smoother and infinitely more scalable for consistent publishing. We are leaning into Vizard, an AI tool that automates almost the entire process, letting you ditch those painful hours spent manually clipping and scheduling. Stick around and I'll detail exactly how to do this, what potential pitfalls to watch for, and why this method consistently beats the manual clipping route. Let's get one quick heads up out of the way before we dive deep into the mechanics of the AI. YouTube's native remix function is strictly limited to your own public uploads, so anything private or unlisted is immediately off limits. Furthermore, if your original video happens to have a third-party copyright claim, that sampling option will also be completely blocked. You also have to contend with the fact that video owners, which might even be you, can globally disable sampling for their entire catalog. And because YouTube rolls features out oddly, some creators genuinely still don't see that option available in their interface yet. If any of those situations apply to you, having a reliable fallback like Vizard is absolutely essential for your repurposing efforts. Now, let's talk about the core idea behind this much more efficient approach to creation. Forget grabbing your phone, scrubbing through minutes of footage, and praying the resulting clip looks visually appealing. The first step is simply uploading your entire long video file directly into the Vizard platform. Once inside, the powerful AI immediately begins analyzing the entire recording to pinpoint those moments with the highest potential engagement. It then serves up a selection of ready-to-post clips that have already been intelligently pre-selected for you. This isn't just random cutting. The system is specifically engineered to look for energy spikes, genuine laughter, and powerful opening hooks. It identifies those memorable one-liners or key explanations that are most likely to succeed on platforms like Reels, Shorts, or TikTok. Step 1 is getting the file in, and Step 2 is reviewing the AI's best initial suggestions based on those engagement factors. You will see a gallery of short previews pop up, allowing you to immediately play them back and gauge their quality. You are empowered to keep every clip that resonates with you, or you can simply swipe away the ones that don't quite hit the mark. If the first batch feels too serious, you can actually instruct the AI to refine its search for a different mood, like high-energy hooks only. Or perhaps you need all the how-to highlights pulled from that hour-long tutorial, which the system handles seamlessly. Moving on to Step 2, this is where you take the AI's excellent foundation and add your final layer of creative polish. The AI-suggested cuts are usually spot on, but you maintain full granular control over the precise start and end points of every clip. You can easily dictate the exact duration you need, choosing standard lengths like 15, 30, or 60 seconds depending on the platform requirements. Vizard even offers fantastic layout options directly within the editor for more dynamic presentations. If you have interview footage, you can instantly set up a professional split-screen look showing both the host and the guest. It also supports showing relevant B-roll footage running alongside the main speaker, all without ever leaving the tool. You get the power to pinch to zoom, reposition faces perfectly, and adjust the overall framing just like you would in a dedicated desktop application. The major difference here is that all this fine-tuning happens exponentially faster than wrestling with a traditional editing timeline. One feature I genuinely love is the ability to append a short recorded call to action right at the end of your generated clip. Imagine pulling a highly valuable podcast nugget and then recording 5 to 10 seconds of on-camera context right there in the editor. You can say something like, "If you love that tip, hit subscribe for the full interview every single week," to prompt action. The platform seamlessly stitches this personalized ending onto the clip, making it feel totally natural to the viewer. This simple addition is incredibly powerful because it directly converts short-form viewers into long-form subscribers. Another incredibly valuable, often overlooked trick is Vizard's ability to automatically link the short back to the original source material on YouTube. Instead of manually logging into the YouTube upload flow to add a related video card, Vizard manages this relationship for you. That persistent link is absolutely huge if your ultimate goal is driving more eyeballs back to your longer, more monetizable content. Now, let's talk about where Vizard truly shines compared to many other editing applications: the publishing and scheduling suite. The auto-schedule feature is a game changer, allowing you to set a posting frequency and letting the system build and execute a content calendar on your behalf. Say goodbye to batching all your clips, exporting them individually, opening 3 different social apps, and juggling various time zones. Vizard's integrated content calendar brings everything into one unified dashboard, so you can easily tweak a post or pause the entire queue if needed. If you have ever manually managed weekly short-form output across platforms, you understand immediately how many hours this system saves you. Let's quickly contrast Vizard against some other popular tools so you can pinpoint its unique value proposition. For instance, CapCut is fantastic for creators who demand absolute, complete manual editing freedom, and it's extremely popular for good reason. However, CapCut won't automatically discover your best moments, nor will it push those finished clips out to your social channels on a set schedule. Descript excels when your editing is heavily based on cleaning up the spoken transcript, which is powerful for audio-focused creators. But Descript can become quite pricey when you scale up your output, and you still face the manual publishing hurdle afterward. Traditional editors like Premiere Pro offer the absolute maximum level of creative control over every pixel and effect. But for the daily grind of short-form content creation, they are often too slow and, frankly, too cumbersome for that specific need. Vizard intentionally sits in that perfect sweet spot, AI-driven clip discovery combined with super simple visual touch-ups and native scheduling. This specific combination is genuinely hard to beat when repurposing interviews or podcasts into a full week's worth of shorts in less than 30 minutes. So, let's recap the hands-on flow so you can really get a feel for how smooth the entire operation is now. You start by uploading the long video. Then you quickly review the AI's most promising suggestions from the initial scan. Next, you make minor frame tweaks, adjust the exact trims, and decide if you want to include that optional custom CTA at the end. The final step is simply selecting your publishing destinations, maybe YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels, all at once. After connecting your social accounts, you can either push the first batch live immediately or set the scheduler to drip them out over your preferred cadence. The interface helpfully displays the specific caption and required thumbnail for each individual platform before you commit to publishing. You retain the flexibility to go in and customize those captions or add network-specific hashtags right there in the calendar view. Now let's touch on a couple of real-world gotchas that you must always be aware of before pushing content live. If your source video contains copyrighted music or gets flagged for a claim, the YouTube Remix tool will lock you out, which is worth noting. Be aware that these same audio restrictions can sometimes trigger platform rules, even when publishing a short clip derived from that original file. Additionally, if your vision requires extremely custom transitions or very niche visual effects, Vizard isn't meant to replace a heavy hitter like After Effects. However, for the vast majority of creators whose goal is producing quick, high-converting content clips, this tool is essentially perfect. Let me give you a tangible example of the time savings this workflow actually provides in a real-world scenario. I recently took a standard 40-minute podcast episode and ran it through Vizard, resulting in 8 completely ready-to-post short clips. Within that batch, I kept 3 as they were, tightened the start or endpoints on 2 others, and added a fresh 7-second CTA to 2 more. I then scheduled that entire set of 8 clips to go out across my YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels over the next 10 days. My total time investment for that entire process, from upload to full scheduling, was less than 60 minutes. If I had attempted that same task in a manual editor like Premiere or even CapCut, I would still likely be scrubbing aimlessly through the source file right now. Let's discuss another feature that many creators tend to underestimate: the built-in analytics and feedback loop for iterating smarter. Vizard surfaces exactly which clips are generating the best audience engagement and watch time metrics for you. Crucially, it then uses that data to suggest similar high-potential moments from your other existing long-form episodes. So if a clip about pricing strategies performed exceptionally well, the AI can scan your backlog and pull comparable segments automatically. This allows you to systematically build out short series based on specific topics without having to constantly reinvent the wheel for every new piece of content. As we wrap up, here are a couple of best practices to keep in mind when you are reviewing the AI's final selections. Always prioritize picking clips that have an exceptionally strong hook within the first 1 to 3 seconds, even though the AI helps immensely. Human judgment is still incredibly valuable for ensuring that opening moment truly stops the scroll in a crowded feed. Be acutely mindful of where you place any necessary text overlays, so that important words don't get awkwardly cropped by platform interface elements. And I cannot stress this enough: always include some form of direct invitation or CTA back to the original long-form video. That tiny, intentional step is what successfully funnels curious viewers back to your primary content hub and truly helps your overall channel grow. So, if you're wondering if you should bother learning Vizard when manual editing is already familiar, listen to this final takeaway. If you are publishing shorts consistently, Vizard will genuinely save you dozens of hours every single month, freeing up significant creative energy. However, if you only make a single clip once every few weeks and require deep, highly bespoke creative edits, then manual editors will always retain a certain place. But for the modern content creator, the podcaster, the interviewer, or the coach trying to scale their repurposing efforts, this AI platform is the genuine game changer. If you're ready to test this out, my recommendation is to start with a recent long episode already sitting on your YouTube channel or cloud storage. Run it through Vizard, accept the top 4 or 5 AI selections, give them a quick polish, and then immediately add that crucial on-camera call to action. Link that short directly back to the original source, schedule the batch across the week, and watch how quickly you adapt. You'll naturally get faster at discerning what the AI nailed, and the system's suggestions will improve as it learns your specific content style over time. All right, if you found this breakdown of the automated short-form workflow helpful in any way, let me know by dropping a comment down below. Tell me specifically what kind of content, like podcasts or tutorials, you are currently trying to repurpose with your creation efforts. I have a ton of other guides coming out soon that detail leveraging various AI tools specifically designed to help creators like you thrive. If you'd like a deep dive, I can certainly put together a walkthrough showing the exact setup for your very first Vizard content calendar. Do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now to make sure you catch all the upcoming optimization tips. Thanks so much for watching this detailed breakdown, and I will certainly catch you in the next video. Cheers to saving time and finally making those long videos work harder for you.